Hi, I'm Daniel. I talk about education and careers in STEM, especially computer science and biology on my channel. Today I'm talking about two awesome free resources to get into computational biology and bioinformatics. The first one, getting right into it, is called Rosalind.info. Rosalind.info is really good. I'm looking at the screen now, and what's awesome is that it's named after Rosalind Franklin, who was an X-ray crystallographer. Her work was super impactful for James Watson and Francis Crick, who were the two co-discoverers of the structure of DNA. And her work before their work set the stage for them to be able to do that and make that big Nobel Prize winning discovery. So I like that it's in honor of her. Looking at this home screen, what's cool is that Rosalind, if you go to the Rosalind.info main page, there's a ton to navigate around. So we can look at the About page. Getting into the problems though, that's where we can really start seeing some of the ways that we can start learning about computational biology and bioinformatics. A good place to start is with this DNA problem, counting DNA nucleotides. We can get into this problem even now just to get a sense of what does Rosalind.info look like as a free computational biology resource. If we look at this problem, we are given this DNA string and we're asked to use a Python, or rather to write a Python code to be able to count the number of adenine, cytosine, thymine, guanine, nucleotide bases within this DNA string. I've already written a program that you can use just to get started. Let's say you're not quite sure how to install Python to your computer. Rosalind.info can help you do that. But if you just want to get started with the code and maybe you know programming syntax, it's just you're not quite set up on your machine, you can do it in the browser using the link in the description. And let's say you want to just run my code and look how it looks like for solving this problem. This is going to accept the DNA string and then output the number of each nucleotide base. I've been talking a lot about this specific problem. Let me step back a little bit more broader though. Rosalind.info is going to give you a lot of problems like this DNA problem that will help you build your skills and competency in computational biology and bioinformatics in a gradual way, so that it's not going to launch you straight into doing machine learning with next generation sequencing data, but it's really going to start with the basics like, hey, can you use Python to count the number of a specific character in a string? So really at the fundamental level, starting there and then branching off from there. It's similar conceptually to LeetCode, where it will give you problems that will help you steadily build your skills in an area, except it's much more focused on computational biology, and it'll help you get better at Python specifically. I hope that was a helpful broad overview. Looking at this specific problem and the way that I've made this Jupyter Lab available online is through Binder. So you can use the Binder link to go straight to here. And I already restarted the kernel, reran it. And it's also available for you all to start coding right now. So we can say potato equals 8 times 2. And if we run that, if we print potato, we'll see that this is a live Python kernel, and we can use it to do whatever we want. I just put potato as an example to illustrate that you live right now at home can work with this Binder to work on the Rosalind.info problems as well as any other Python you want. It won't automatically save to the browser because it's statically built from my GitHub repo. But if you do want to save what you have, you can always download and you can work with what you have separately outside of this if you want to save what you have. But if you just want to go have like a Python sketchpad, this can help you do that. So that's what Binder does to help you get a Jupyter Lab remotely on the browser to be able to help you do Rosalind.info. You do not have to use the setup I've provided. You can use VS Code, you can use PyCharm, any other IDE you want to do Rosalyn.info. I just wanted to illustrate to help get you up and running if you're not quite sure how to get that started. But Rosalyn.info is super good. So like I said, this is just one of many problems to get into it. There's a lot more that you can get into, and some only unlock after you've done other problems that help you build those initial skills. Definitely take a look if you're interested. Another really awesome free resource in computational biology is made available by this professor named Philip Campo at Carnegie Mellon University. If you aren't familiar, Carnegie Mellon is one of the top computer science universities in the world, easily within the top 10 without a doubt, and depending on who you ask, it can be within the top 3, along with places like Stanford, MIT, Caltech, Harvard, really good places. All that said, you know just off the bat this is going to be quality material, and it's all free online. So this is basically a version of Professor Campo's lectures for an introductory but still like intermediate level computational biology course that he teaches. It's called Great Ideas in Computational Biology. And you can get started right away. Like you can take a look at all his slides, which he has available for free, like I said, on this website, linked in the description. If we want to take a look at one of them, we can start looking through it, and there really is a lot of material. Like this slide deck, for example, has 169 slides, so it's not a joke. This is serious material, and it's really good. It combines the computational thinking with the biological thinking really well. So definitely take a look if you're interested. I won't go too much into that. So let me go ahead and go back here. I wanted to mention too that if you're interested in doing not just looking through and reading the slides, but doing more of the projects associated with it, you can do that. And there are let me see if I can find it, web pages available for you to do the software project. So you can, for example, do some of these assignments that are also on the same web page to help you get started with doing those computational biology assignments and projects that are sort of mini research projects to help you get practice with the techniques as well. So these are two really good resources. Hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have questions.